Very good afternoon, everyone. Is that audible? Very good afternoon. Is that audible? Please, anyone check by the chat box. Yeah, thank you. Okay, we'll start our session. The last class we have ended with a basic Excel. And also we have included with some of the advanced concepts which could not be repeated again in our advanced Excel concepts. We have completed in the basic Excel only. So just we are going to be start with the advanced Excel, which is the concepts of it's a very hidden concept in our Excel. So Excel is one of the kind of debugging. So if you go on searching some with the new concepts, you can be extracted with the things. So Excel in advanced concepts, we are going to be teach about the advanced formulas and some of the hidden commands. It's in a custom toolbar. Just we are going to be extract that and we are going to be used and how to get an advanced concepts means advanced tools how they can be used and joining the several data and several pivot table data into the one pivot table, how to join those things and how to get the external data, how to import the other data, we will check with it. These are the concepts we are going to be cover in a advanced Excel. Okay, and also we have protection, different kind of protections we are going to be teach in a advanced Excel. Okay, so just we'll start by the reflection by the last class. That in a last class, just I have completed with the review and view tabs. I just go by the new Excel. Just repeat it for the few seconds and I'll go by the next concept. Please mute once you have login. Prithviraj, I could not be repeat again. Prithviraj, mute by yourself. Okay. So in the last class, just we have discussed about the view and review tab. View tab is an review tab. I just explained the spell check. Can anyone mention what is the spell check shortcut key? Can anyone can mention what is the shortcut key for spell check? Shortcut key for spell check. You can answer by the chat box. Can anyone say shortcut key for spell check? Can anyone say what is shortcut key for spell check? Very good, Monica. So either if I got any mistake in my word, so for example, computer, right? It's instead of computer. So it can have done a mistake. So if I want to find, if you click on a spell check, I'll get a spelling that isn't very correct word. You can just select it. Okay. Computer. Abhi, please mute yourself. Even though I'm unmuting, you're again muting yourself. Okay. So it's in correct word. You can select it. There's an computer. Select it. Click on a change. Once you click on a change, it's going to be changed. Okay. So next we have a treasure. So if I want a word, that is a meaning. If I want, last class I have one example for clock. The same thing I'm going to be explained. Oh, sorry, it has been came to chat box. Clock. I just write word clock. If I click on a treasure, I'll get the meanings over here. Okay. So if you want to be translate the word, you can go by the translate. If you click on a translate, sorry, I just click on a command. If you click on a translate, the word will be translated into different languages. Which language you want, you need to select it. For example, I want Hindi. Okay, you can select Hindi. If you click on insert, once you click on insert, the word will be automatically changed. Okay, or you can copy the word, you can paste wherever you want. For example, you can see you have a copy, you can select the copy, you can paste it where you want. Okay, so then let's next we have a word count in this sheet. In this worksheet, how many words we have? If I want to find, you can find. You can find both the worksheet and the workbook. If I have multiple pages, if I have written much data, you can find over here. Okay. There is an word statistics, workbook statistics. Then you have a smart lookup. Smart lookup is nothing but it is in Wikipedia, like, and it will find the meaning of it, or it will present the images. If you scroll down, it will explain the definitions, images, all can be defined at the down on your right towards. And you have a command box. If you want to write a command, you can be command. If you want to preview it, you can click on a preview. If you don't want, you can be deleted. Okay. Then we went with a view. We have checker with a different kind of views. There is an page break view. If you click on page break view, you will get only the what you have written the data you can be seen. If you click with the page layout view, you can view the header and footer. In header and footer, you can write the page number, title, date, or any author name. If you want to be present, you can be presented over there. Okay, where you can find in a view tab, you'll find these options. Okay, if you want to come to the customize view, you can customize your number of sheets. So if you want a multiple sheet, if you want to be customized, if you want to be hidden, or if you want to be selected, once you want that particular sheet only, if you want to get, you can go by the add, you can select the sheet. For example, sheet 3, you can write it, you can click on OK. It will be customized. Once you have clicked on hide, whenever you want, you can select that, you can show the data. Or if you don't want, you can hide it. Okay, okay. If you click on close, it will be closed. So this is your uh, custom view. If you don't want grid line, you can be hidden. If you don't want header, you can be hidden. If you don't want this formula bar, you can be hidden. As it is, if you want to zoom out, if you want to be zoom in, you can zoom out or you can zoom in. Either you will be having a zoom button at the down towards you can use, either you can use a scroll up and scroll down. And you will be having all the students, kindly I'm requesting you to raise your sections also with your name. Raise your sections also. I'm going to be continue. If you want, if you have a multiple workbook, if you want to be preview it, you can arrange by the number of worksheet. If you want to view slide by slide, you can click on a view slide by slide, either the vertical format, either the horizontal. If you want in a vertical horizontal, you can view horizontal way, you can click it. If you want to view and multiple worksheet on the same time, you can go by this view arrange all. If you want in a vertical, you can go by the vertical. If you want in a horizontal, you can go by the horizontal. While use the micro view, we'll use the view to view the different workbook on the same time, on the same window. If you want to view number of workbooks, you can view work. So if you want to freeze the panel, you can freeze either the top row, either the columns. If you want to be freeze, you can freeze it. Split the document will be, the workbook will be split into the four angle where you have cursor from it. Okay. Then macro is nothing but recording. What it will record, what you will type or what you will write the data, it will be recorded and it can be reused by multiple times. And macro, which has a VBA, it's a Visual Basic for Application, that I have showed you in the last class. That's a programming kind you can do by the Microsoft other than macro. Okay. So shortcut key for macro, anybody can say what is the shortcut key for macro? Can anyone say what is the shortcut key for macro? You can write by the chat box. Shortcut key for macros. Shortcut key for macro. Shortcut key for macro. Is that anyone send by the chat box? Have given a shortcut key at the last class? Very good. Is that Monica only attending the classes? Nobody is there? Bharat, Bhumika, Chandu, Deepika, Kiran, Nihal, Prithvi, Swati, Charan, Dhanush, Kabir, Nisha. So people are not attending the class. Alt F8. Yes, Monica, it's the shortcut key is an Alt F8. It's not in only the F8. So I wanted to other two answers. So please all you have to be attend the class and please reply it what I'm asking the questions. Okay. So what is a macro? One more method of macro. If I use the macro, if I run with it, what by how can I edit? If I created a macro, if I want to be add any other data, how I can be edited? In a normal macro, can we edit? Is that can by normal macro can we edit? I'm asking all who are attending the classes. Write your answers. Is that can we created a macro? Is that easily can be edited in a normal macro? Shamita and Monica, you people can also answer. Is that macro can be edited easily using of what we have written the data, we can be edit it easily. Okay, I got only from the Shamita. Anybody? Anybody else? Any answers? Is that we can easily uh, edit the data using of Microsoft Excel using of macros? We can't easily edit it. We need to use an VBA. Without VBA, what you have created a macro, it cannot be edited. Okay. So for example, I'll just repeat it. You can see, I'll go by the macros. I'll just click on a record a macro one, or you can give a shortcut key. I just click on OK. Your macro is started to go recording. You can see that stop recording means macro is already started recording. I'll just write the name Divya, Anusha, Hema, Samsuma, or Kavita. I have written a list of names. I want to stop it. I'll click on stop. I want to run the same macros over here. If I click on run it, I'll get a what I have written. But I want to add a one more name. There is a Dhanush I want to be added. So if I want to add a name, I could not be go back. I cannot be select the macro. You cannot be change it. If you want to change, if you click on it, it will take you to the VBS. There is a Visual Basic for application. That is an VBA. If you want to be add your extra data, you have to come to your VBA screen and you have to edit here. You can see that Microsoft Visual Basic for application. That is an VBA will call. So if you want to edit, you need to come over here. What we have written the data, we need to follow same thing. Okay. And then we need to write this data. I'll select it. I'll paste. Instead of this Kavita, I'll write a one more name. That is an Dhanushal, right? Okay, where you want in our cell of range, you need to select the value. You need to write it instead of writing. I'm going to be show that how to add by the copying. Control V paste. I'll write it. I want the data in D13. I want this data. I click on run. Once you have clicked on run, the data will be applicable on your Excel sheet. Can you see where I have cursor? I have cursor in a D13. In D12, sorry, in a D12, I got my data. Clear? If you want to add any data, you have to go by the VBA, what you have created by the macro, what you have recorded. If you want to be get that, you need to go by the macro. You need to click on view. If you click on that value, you'll get back of it. If you want to be added any extra value, what you have created the macros, you need to go by the view. Select that macro which you have created. You need to create by the name of the macro. Click on edit, and if you want to be add, you can add by the VBA. Clear? So, okay, last class I have ended by this. So now I'm going to be start by new concept, that is an uh, extension. Okay, in this sessions I'm going to be saving a file in a different form of using of templates. We are going to be discussed. So first of all, just write what are the concepts we need to cover in this today's session. That is an in advanced Excel concepts. First we need to know about the Excel option screen. What we have to see? First we have to see Excel option screen. That is in setting what you'll get. Advanced setting. How to do advanced setting. And customizing the ribbon. And creating and reusing a template. Creating and reusing template. So template. And if we got time, we'll discuss about the chart. That is an advanced concepts of chart we'll discuss. Under that watermark, waterfall chart, and scatter chart, and these are the concepts we used to cover in this today's sessions. Okay, so first of all we'll go by the Excel options. So where I'll get this Excel options? Once you have login with the Excel, I'll opening a new Excel sheet. Once you have login with the Excel, if you went with the file, you can get this more option. Before that, I'll just read by the first one. If you go with the home, you'll find that templates. You can see that number of templates you will be having. You can use this template and you can be write, or if you want to create your own templates, you can create it and you can save in this method. So how to create it and how to reuse it, I'll just show you by the next. Okay. And if you went with the new, these are the templates open, which is an already recently user, and you have saved in your file, you can view about it. But when we are going to be discussed in Excel, I have just in the beginning, I'll just explain about the protect workbook. Under I have just explained about the allocating range, encrypt with the password, current sheet, structure protection, and mark as an final. These are the things we have discussed. In the other concept, I didn't explain why, because it's an advanced concept. So see, yeah, I'm going to be explaining everything. Here, it's instead the issues. So if you got any issues, for example, document is not properly not working, if you are having some error messages, or if you're getting some, it's not going to be work, it's not having it's not giving any proper path. So you can go by this, check the issues. Here you can see that in this. Before publishing this file, be aware this, it contain an author name and a absolute path. Absolute path means where the data is going to be saved. Okay. So if you click on inspect document, check the workbook for hidden properties or personal information. For example, any Microsoft Excel workbook which has been hidden, If you want to go by, you can check by here. Okay. So commands, if you want to do data model, if you want to do, you can check all the things. If you click on insert, if you have any other error, automatically it will be rectified over here. So even though if you added some commands, if you're not getting that one, you can go by the inspect document. Okay. Then check accessibility, check the workbook for content that people with disability might find a difficulty to read. For example, any other, if you're going to be pass your data, if they want to get the accessibility, you can check on this. Okay. Either you'll get over here or in a view tab also you'll get. Where is an info? If you went with the manage workbook, so data, which is, if you went with the saving, for example, you went with the saving of this document, for example, see, I'll just write the date. Instead of going to be save this, if you click on a don't save, it will be deleted. So what you have without unsaved document, if you want to be get back of it, you can go by the document. If you click on a file, so I don't want to disturb this workbook, I'll just go by the new Excel. If you went with the file, if you go with the info in a managed workbook, you can see unrecover, unsaved workbook. If you want to be get back of it, you can go by the recover unsaved document. You can see this list of document, list of workbook which is not has been saved, and the date it's going to be explaining. It is on 20th and 23rd, 24th. Today I have unsaved the document. Here you can find a document which is not has been saved, which has been, you have clicked unsaved. So there is a don't save, which then if you have given a don't save, that which is not has been saved can be finded over here, and you can be reopened and you can be reused. You can see that what I have unsaved I have given, that can be reused. This is called as an which is the data you have been hidden or which has been not saved. If you want to get back of it, you can be go by the recover unsaved document, where you'll go with this. I'll just show you again. File, info, under manage workbook, click on recover unsaved document. You can see the timings, you can see the date where you have unsaved the document. You can be reopen and you can be reuse it. This is another document which I have used, but I didn't save with this. That which is not you have saved, you can get back of it in a way. File, info, here you'll get. Okay, let me come back. If you want to save, you can save as. Now I don't want. If you want to delete that, which is not an unsaved, I don't want that document. If you want to be delete it, you can go back to file, info, go back to manage workbook, delete the unsaved worksheet. It will ask the permission you to unsave. Click on as, which will be deleted. Okay. Next, browse the view options. If you want to be view other workbook, other sheet, you can be view over here. And you can see here, it's asking Microsoft Excel. Here, properties, if you click on properties, it's going to ask, what is the title of this? What is the subject? What is an author? What is the management? What is the company name, category? All the things is going to be asked your permission to write. So you can write the details and you can save the document, or you can write the size of this Excel. Title, for example, this workbook title is an NICT. I'll just provide it. Tag is also an computer. I'll just write a computer. And category, if you want to make, you can write the category. And author, you can see that author has been presented. If you want to be changed, for example, this is an using by Divya, you can write it, you can change it. As in Divya, you can change it. Create a new contact. One second. So you can write the it's asking Outlook, don't want. Okay, close it. Automatically Divya will be user. If you don't want you can be selected. You can be remove the person. Only Divya can be used with this data. The author, Name can be changed. Who is using this present Excel worksheet author can be changed over here. Okay. Then we know that save has, print all the things we know that. Let me come to the mode. Okay. In this mode, we have options that in our first class, I just explained about that. That if you want to be change your themes, you can be change the themes. Either you can go by the file. In a file, if you click on info, sorry, not in info, if you click on account, here you can change the background. For example, I want to change a office background. Can you see on the top the background color is going to be, design is going to be changed. Which design you want, you can be change the designs can be changed at the in a account. Okay, I want some kind of books I want, I can be selected. Okay, or you want to be change the office theme. If you want a dark color, you can be change the dark color. You can see the Excel workbook color can be changed using of more in account. Here you can change the color of it. If you want white, you can be select the white. And also if you selected the white, you can see that the heading, there is a title color is also is going to be changed into the white. If you want to get back of it, go to more, click on account, select the dark color. Okay, if you want to be sorry, I want it in a colorful, I select the colorful. Okay, these are the themes. And if you want to be set the office themes, you can be selected view update. If you want to be view any update of Microsoft Excel, you click on view update, it will take you to the Google or Opera. You can find what is the new things in a Microsoft Excel. If you want, if you have an internet only, this support will be given. Okay, if you have internet, you can find out what is the new in your Microsoft Excel, where you'll get in an account you'll get. So feedback, we know that if I want to give a feedback, you can give to the Microsoft Excel. If you click on options, we have a n number of options over here. So we'll go by one. Okay. Before that going to be options, let me see how to create a template, how to save it, and how to reuse the templates. We know what is a template. It's nothing but pre-prepared form of Excel data. For example, you want interest calculation data, or you want sales report, or you want any kind of total list you want, you can be selected. You can see your total list I have. I just click on a create. Okay, here I have a, this is called as a my template. I can write, I can change the cost, I can change the item, I can write the total value. As it is, you can create your own template and you can be saved it and you can be reuse it. How to save the template? I'll just show you right now. Okay. So first of all, I'll add some data. For that, already have make it some prepare of my data. Just me go by the next session 16 data. I'll open the workbook which is called as in session 16. I'll go by the pixels. Okay. Okay, I don't have the template. I have deleted that. I'll just go by the new sheet. I'll go by the Excel. I have opened a new workbook. Here, I'm going to be write my template. So if I want to write the templates, it should must have a some data and it should be have a some value. For example, I'll write some sales report over here. So I have a business. So I don't have any account, my own company software. So I'm going to be write all the invoicing using of Excel. So if I want to use this template, daily I could not be create the same thing. So what I will do, I'll create a template, name of the product. This is an example, product. I'll write the quantity, QT, quantity. I'll write the price. Okay. Here I'm going to write the product. So I'll write, I'll write I'll write sanitizer. I'll write some name called as some cream. I'll write. I mean, some of the cream. Just example. So let me write the quantity. According to the quantity, I should write the price. So what I'll do, total of, I'm going to be create my template. I'm going to be write my own template. So I'm going to be creating, I'm going to be write a total. That quantity I'm going to be write. So quantity total, I don't want price. If I want to do quantity quality, I'll just select the both things, close the enter. Sorry, sum of above. Okay, I'll just write sum of above. I'll write select the value, close the parenthesis, enter. Price I'll select sum of, okay, price I don't want, total. Here I'm going to be write sum of total. How I'll get this total? Once you did with the equals to your quantity into price. Okay, so I just select and I'll drag and drop. Same as it is. I want the tax that is an central. I write over here central tax. Central tax, it is an imagine it's an 18%, so 9% is an central tax, and state tax state tax is also a 9%. State tax is also 9%. So I want to be total, that is an price total quantity into 9%, that is an tax rate. Same as it is, I have to write equals to total quantity into, sorry, this one, total quantity into 9% tax. So what I want to total equals to here sum of above. So I will write sum of, sorry, sum of above cell, that is in total from oh, equals to my total into 9%. The down towards, sorry, 9% it is, not 8%. So I'm going to be write equals to sum of above. I'll select, close the parenthesis, enter. So it's a total cost. Total price I'll write. Okay, now I will select this. I'll highlight by some of the highlighter. For example, I given the highlighter. All border have given. Template means it should have a filling with some formatting. So I'm going to be filling the formatting by adding some colors, changing of my formatting, and adding by the sum of the total values. Okay, I'll just select the green color. Okay, now what I have created this my regular kind of exercise or regular kind of data what I have created. I want to be safe and I have to use daily. Okay, so if you want to use this, you have to create it as a template. So if you want to create this templates, you need to go by the file. In a file, you have to go by the save. In a save, select the browse where you want to save. In a document only, don't change the path, but you have to save this data as a template. Can you see? Excel template. Select the Excel template. Click on save, or if you want to be change the name of this, what is it? It's an invoice. You can write invoice. Okay, this is an invoice of my business. I can write the file name as an invoice. Click on save. But what format you have to save? You have to save as an Excel template. You can see that either you have a Excel template. You need to save this data by the Excel template selected. Click on save. Once you click on save, close it. Okay. So if you want to open the again, I'll open the new Excel again. If you want the same templates, go by the file, new. In the new, you have to go by the personalized. Personalized, you can see it. Invoice, what I have created my templates, you can find over here. So, for example, Miss Anohi, she came, she purchased some two quantity of sanitizer, sorry, soap, 10 quantity of sanitizer she purchased, and soap she has been purchased, 5 sanitizer, 1 cream she has been purchased, cost of price. See, once I have filled the price, automatically other total will be filled. Price of the soap is in 60, sanitizer is an 120 rupee, cream is an 300. See, once I have clicked on data, only I have given a quantity and I have price. Automatically it will fill it. You can raise the invoice easily by the clicking of Control P. Is it easy, right? Usually you have to log in with your server, you have to create your own data, you have to write your data regularly. Instead of that, you can create this templates, you can use multiple times this one. Okay, is that clear? Is that anyone have a doubt, or if I want to repeat it again? Thank you, Shamita. Is that anyone have a doubt with it, how to create a template? So I'm just going to be close again. Don't save. If you want the same template again, you can go by the file, sorry, new. Under the new, you have a n number of templates. Under that, what you have created, if you want, you can go by the personalized. Here you have your own template. Select it, okay, and write the data. Automatically, other value will be filled. So regularly, if you are going to be do the same work, you can be create like this, and you can be reuse your template. So is that clear? Is that I want to be repeat again? Abhinav, Aditya, Ananya, Anupama, Bhumika, Dhruva, Kiran, Monica, Prithviraj, Srinivas, Swati, Sayed, Charan, Dhanush. Is that understood, or I want to repeat it again? Okay, I think people has been understood. I'll just go by the next concept. This is in template creation and reuse. Okay, so in the today's sessions we have completed and creations of templates and reuse. So we'll go by the Excel options. So we will go by the first Excel options. Advanced setting we have completed. Excel options will go by. Then we'll go by the customize the ribbon. Okay. So in the Excel option, go by this templates only. I'll go by the file. More you will be having options. Same thing options. So in the first session, I have just showed you in a general, if you want to be select your Excel, once you have logged in with your Excel, so defaultly how many sheets you'll be having. Once you have logged in with the Excel, how many default sheets will be having? I'm asking before 2007. Sorry, uh, before 2010 or 2007, how many default sheets were there? Before 2007, how many default sheets were there? Can anyone say Manjunath, Srinivas? Before 2007, how many sheets were there? Before 2007, how many sheets were there? After 2007, how many sheets were there? Before 2007, you'll be having only the 3 sheets. Okay. So after 2007, you will be having total 1 sheet. Okay. You should not forget. And before 2007, extension was the star is nothing but your file name star dot xls. Okay. After 2007, the extension was star dot xlsx is an extension. So make a note of this. Before 2007, people having an extension which is called as an XLS. After 2007, the extension is called as an XLSX. Okay. Here I have given the list how to create other format of template. For see, for example, 2003, the old version, if you want to save, you have to save like an XLS. So if you want to be save your data by the template, the extension is a star.xlt. So okay, if you want to save in the normal workbook you want to save by XLSX, or if you want to be saved by the template, in which method you have to save? You have to save by XLT. Okay. XML is an extension of markup language. There is an XML language is a markup language which will be defined by the web pages. Okay, if you want to be write the data on the web pages, you can save the data on an XML format. So you have to start by always star.xlx. So star is nothing but is file name. Okay. In 2007, after we have called our current Excel workbook file name will be saved as an star.xlsx, and 2017 current version template can be saved as a star.xltx. So before 2003 it was an XLT. Okay, right now it was having a XLTX. And if you want to save any data with a macro, you have to save the file which is called as an XLSF. Okay, so if you want to be save the data in a binary format, star.xlsb you want to save, and macro template if you want to be save macro with the template. So if you want to be save only the template, you have to give XLTM. If you want to be save with the macro with the template, you have to save this by the XLTM. Okay. Commas separated various formatting files, that is in CSV, and web page you are going to be saved as an HTML format. If you are going to be saved as an HTML or HTML, you are going to be saved the name. Or you can find the different kind of templates when you are going to be saved. If you click on browse, in a browsing, save type as a, you have n number of templates. That is an workbook format, macro workbook, binary digit. 2007 before Excel workbook, CVS, there's an format delimited, and XML format, there's a web page, and single file web page, Excel template before the 2007, and text format, in but in code format, Unicode code format, and XML spreadsheet code format. Like this, you have a different kind of extensions, or you want to be saved in PDF format, you can be saved this in a PDF format. Okay, these are the kind of extensions we have. If you want to save that format, you can go by the browse, except that selecting in the Excel workbook, you need to select the templates which you want. Okay, so let me come to the options. Before we are going to be options, take a 5 minutes of break. So till that, you can make a note of this. Till 5 minutes, you can make a note of this extension, different form of extension Okay, we'll continue. I think you have made note of this. So we'll go by the next how to use the options. Okay, we'll go by the more options. First of all, we'll go by the general. Now, general user interface options, you'll get the when using a multiple people. So, for example, on the same Excel screen, if they are using the multiple people, you can use this. Optionize the best appearance, optionize it as a compatibility, show mini toolbar if they want to see this Excel workbook, they want to view by the mini toolbar, you can access by this. Or if you went with the when creating a new workbook, so once you have logged in with the new workbook or new Excel sheet, you will get a new workbook, you'll get this options. Means once you have logged in with, usually you get a concept like an one worksheet, and we'll get a caliber, that is then style, I'll get a default style. Just a second.
Put the indication tab.
Just click on this, use this as the default font, as I'm going to be change it according to the different style. Then let me select the Algerian style, and once I have logged in with a new workbook, that I'll get a 28 styles. Just Selena Shetty. 1 second, I'll remove this person. Yes. So that I have removed that person who is irritating the class. They'll continue this. Okay. So once you have logged in with the Excel, you want to be Excel workbook, you want to be normal page or break view. So I want in a normal page. And once you have logged in, how many sheets? Defaultly will you get a one sheet. If you want to change, you can come to the options in a general. When you create a new workbook, you can change over here. Once I have logged in, I should get a 5 Excel sheets. Okay, I'll just click on OK. Okay, so I'll just close it. It has been shown that once you have log in, log out, and if you log in with a new Excel sheet, you'll get the what you have arranged with the new options. Okay, see how many sheets I have right now? 5 sheets. So if you started to write anything, you'll get the Algerian style. So okay, style is not changed. Something it has been missed. Okay, so you can go with the file, under the file more options, in options in a creating a new workbook, here you can get. Okay, so again one more time I'm going to close. If I log in, you can see that once I have logged in with a new Excel workbook, I'll get and different sheets and different size. Okay, style and size will be changed. Where in a file, more options you can change. And you can see username is has been named as an MMM. Instead of MMM, you can write your name. For example, Divya, I can write the name. And a background that we can change over there, or you can change here also. In where in options account you can change, or you can change, by the here also in options in a general in a here also it can be changed it. Okay, then if you went with the formulas, usually I have told you that if you want to be activate the formula, you can be activate, or if you want to be assigned to the manual, you can be assigned to the manual. Usually my Excel workbook should be in a automatic only. Okay, so if you don't want always when I'm going to be calculate, it should be not to be applied means you can click on a manual. Okay, and workbook with formula, it's going to be show you want to use the reference or not, you can select over here. And if you want to be change a background, that once you have get the error message, it's displaying in a automatic with the green color. If you want to change with the yellow other color, you can be rechanged. Okay, so next you have proofing. So if you want to whatever you want to write data, it should be in uppercase or lowercase, you can be changed. And in a saving format, if you want to be save the data, if you want to be automatically, if you want to be save, whenever I'm going to be write the data, it should automatically save. So always I need to click on controllers. Instead of if you want to be save this Microsoft Excel workbook, whatever will be open, if you want to be save on the spot of 5 minutes or 3 seconds, 2 minutes, if you want to be saved, you can change the saving. You can see that in a saving, Save automatic recover information every of 1 minute or 1 hour also you want, you can give a 1 hour, means 30 minutes, 60 minutes you have to write over there. Okay, you can change the saving method. Every 1 minute it has to be save my document. Okay, like this you can be changed over here, where in a save workbook you can be changed. Okay, auto recover exemptions that we have already showed over there. Either you can show here disable auto recover file when you are going to be view any Excel workbook. So once you went with the save button, so if you find that other Excel book which isn't saved in the same format, which cannot be opened, that you can click over here disable auto recover for the Excel workbook. You can click over here, and you have a language. If you want to be change a language, you can be change it in advance. Just you want to be, for example, once I have click on enter button, where I'll get into the down towards. See, once I have click on a Excel enter screen on the every cell, if I click on enter skill, enter, if it where it's going to be down towards. It should not be go to down towards, it should come to the right or left. You can be check it whereby more option, under the option in the advanced, here you have, after pressing enter move the cursor down. You have, if you want at the right words, you can click on the right words or left or right. And you have a decimals. Once you have entered any value, it should start by the some decimal. You can select it, how many decimals you want, you can be selected. So first I'll just show you these two concepts. Just click on OK. See, if I write anything, it won't go for the down towards, it will go with the shift into the next to left right towards. This you can change the hierarchy where it want to be moved. Or if I write any number, it will be occupied 3 decimals. Can you see? So like this you can be check with, you can be activate your own screen using of option button. In the advance you can be change it. So I'll be arranging normal place, I don't want any decimals. I'll unclick it. Enable file header and cell drag and drop. If you don't want drag and drop, you can be unclick it. Okay, allow editing directly in a cell. If you don't want to edit it, you can be unclick it. Okay, these are the options you have, you can be changed. Okay, so for example, you don't want copy, cut, paste, show paste options button. When you click on a paste set, if you don't want, see for example, so can you see that paste options is not activated. Okay, so where you can hide it, you can go by the more options. Here in the advanced, in editing, you can be changed here. If you want, you can be accepted. As it is image size quantity in Excel, if you don't want that images, usually it will be having a 220 pixels. If you don't want, you can be changed. Print high quality mode, if you don't want, you can be unclicked, or if you want, you can unclick it. Chart options you have, as it is display options you have, show this number recently workbook. So 50 numbers you have. If you don't want show formula bar, you can unclick, click on OK. Can you see that formula bar is displaying? No. Either you can come to the review view tab, you can be unclick over here, or you can go by the file in a more in options, where in a advanced you can be unclick this options over here. Where is that? Here, display or show. Here, show formula bar if you want. If you don't want, you can be unclick. As it is page break, you don't want row and columns borders, if you don't want, you can be hide it. Can you see row and the column header, it's not previewing. If you want, you can be hide it over here. Okay, defaultly you can hide. In advance, you can hide your rows and columns. I'll unclick of it. Formulas, it should be always, it should be in a automatic. And I just wanted to show you how to create a custom list in a journal. Okay, usually can know that if you want to fill by the series, you can fill by the series like in 1 2 3 4. Or if I want to write any names, you can create a and data usually, and you can write it. For example, regularly if I use some kind of text or some kind of list, I'm going to be used regularly. Once you have fill automatically, if you want to fill it, you can use this customized toolbar, where in an option in advance, in a general, you'll get this custom list. Okay, I just write the data. For example, I'll write a brand, for example Vivo, I'll write a one more brand, Oppo. I'll write a brand that is an Zara. It's not a mobile brand, it's a different brand. For example, I'll write Asus or some other example, right? I just click on add, click on OK. I'll write, you need to click on twice. If I write the Zara, if I drag and drop, whatever I have created the name, you can regularly use it. Okay. This is an options button where you'll get in a general, in advanced, in general, you can create a custom list. So next, let me go by the customize ribbon. Usually, we have taught you that how to activate the ribbons on a quick access toolbar. But in customize ribbon, some of the commands which is not has been activated. So if you want to view, you can go by the choose more commands. Here, you have a popular command not in a ribbon, all commands, macros, file tab. For example, I'll just show you by one. Tool tabs, these are the tool tabs which you don't have, you can display over there. For example, see, if you insert the smart art, you'll get a design and format tab. If you insert the chart, you'll get these two tabs. If you insert a drawing, you'll get this tab format like this, which has a tabs tools. And if you click on main tab, these are the main tabs. There is a home, insert. If you click on all tabs, you can view all the tabs which you can see over there. But if you click on all commands, you can see a different kind of commands which is hidden over in your Microsoft Excel screen normally. See, for example, in a customized ribbon, I'm going to be explained speak cells. What I'm going to be explained? Speak cells. So, which you got done any tough word, if you want any narration to speak, you know what is narration? Narration is the some sound, what you have selected the word, it will explain or it will say the word of it. So I'll go by the speak cell, just go by the ears. I'll just add the name, it's in speak cells. Just scroll down. Yes, series, just scroll down. I'll get the speak cells. Just add a new group or you can customize it. Or I'll just go by the new group. I'll add a new group. Here I'll just add this speak cells. Just came down. Yes, here you have speak cells. I'll just select this speak cell. I'll click on add. Okay, speak cell selected. Click on add. In all commands you'll get this. Okay, click on add, click on OK. I'll just minimize this. I'll open this section, session 16. See, in a speak cells I have written some names and surname. I want to read this. I'll go by the new groups where it has been added. New tab I have added. Just a second. Yeah, at the view you can find here speak cell. Click on a speak cell. Can you hear? Okay, once you want, you can come out of it. Automatically, it will stops to speak it. Okay, if you want to be stopped, click at the outside. Okay, so I'll just show you one more time how to read. If you have connected a microphone, only you can listen this sound. I'll just show you how to activate. Either you can activate in a tabs, either you can go by the quick access toolbar. You can go by the more commands. Under the more commands, you can select the all commands. Wait a few seconds. All the commands will be uploaded. So scroll down till series of speak cells. Select the yes. Scroll down till speak cells. So you got the speak cells. Where is that? Yes. Speak cell add. Speaker cell by the stop button. If you want to be stop that, you can select the stop. Speaker cell by the column wise. Speaker cell by the row wise. And speaker cell once you have entered. Okay, just click on add. Click on OK. Now select the value. If you click on speak, it started going to be say. I think you can hear that voice. I have activated the microphone. You can see that it's going to be read the sounds. So if you want to be explain anything by the narrations, you can explain by this. If you want to stop, you can click on a stop, automatically it will stop. Or you want to be read by the column wise, you can click on a column wise, automatically it will be read. See, it's going to be read by the column wise. As it is, if you want to be read by the row wise, select the row wise, click on a speaks, it will read by the row wise. Okay, if you don't want, click on stop. Or in a cell, what you will write. For example, select this cell. I click on a speaker cell on what you have entered. For example, write NICT. Just give a space. NICT computer education. I'll write. If I click on enter, so it's going to be give a narration to you. Okay, is that clear? So how you have added, how I can remove it. If you want to remove, again you can go by the quick access toolbar. That you can go by the more commands, whichever you don't want, select it and click on remove. If you don't want, click on remove. If you want, go by the quick access toolbar, click on more commands, select in a choose for command all. There you have to select all commands. Under the all commands, you need to wait for frank of second. Once you have wait for the frank of second, you can get all commands, which is hidden in your command box or ribbons. In a ribbon which is hidden the some of the few commands, you can be get over here. Can you see? We have n number of commands over here. You can be selected, you can be work. For example, I want a pixels. Go with the series. Just scroll down till you're getting with the pixels. Select the scale. So here you can see different kind of concept. Select the name, select the objects, different kind of things you have which you cannot see in a ribbon. You can go by the quick access toolbar. You can get over here. I'll go by the pixels. I'll go by the series pixels. Here you have. Just select it, add the column wise, add the row wise, add the enter also, and click on OK. Select the value which you want to be read by the column wise. You can be select by the column wise. If you want to read by the row wise, you can be read by the row wise. Okay, this is pixels. Next, I want to show you forms. So forms is kind of what you have written the data. If you want to be analyze it, if you want to be preview it in a different kind of block, individual data, if you want to be defined by the individual block, to analyze the data with easier form, or if you want to write the data, either you can write the data with a different cell box, either you can write the data with the individual block. Okay, how you can write? You can select the data. First, you need to activate the forms. How I can activate? Same path. How we have activated the pixel, same as it is. Need to go by the quick access toolbar. From the quick access toolbar, go with the more commands. Under the more commands, click on the popular commands. Select the forms, FORM, or scroll down. Sorry, form all commands. From here, I want to find the forms. Here you can see the form. Select the form, click on add, click on OK, select the data, click on form. You can see what I have written the data. It's going to be preview over here. Okay. So for example, first is a serial number 1, product name is an apple, category is a fruit, amount is a 1200. If you want to be changed, you can change over here. Or you want to be preview next, you can click on a preview next. All things can be seen over here. Or criteria basis, if you want to be changed, you can select the criteria basis. Or if you don't want, you can come to back and you can see the individual data by the step by step. Or you can do one more thing. If you want to be write with the separately, so that you can come to here, you can add the heading. For example, I'll write a student marks, name, sorry, I'll add a name, marks, percentage. I want to write the grade. Okay, so I'll just cursor the next two words. I click on a form. If I click on a form, it will ask the permission whether you want to select the above value. Click on OK. Once I click on OK, see it's going to be show that name, marks, percentage. Okay, for example, name is Divya. Marks is on some 550. Some percentage is an 85 percentage. So grade is in some kind of A grade. Okay. So if you click on you, automatically the data will be filled. Either you can be analyzed, find previous, it will show you. If you want to be find next, you can go by the find next. Present, I don't have any value of next. It's not moving. If you want to be right, click on new. You can write the next value. For example, Anu, marks is an 450. Percentage is an 60 percentage, grade is in some B plus grade. Okay, if you want to be add, click on a new, automatically the data will be added. Okay, like this you can be add the data, or you can be, if you want to be preview in individual blocks, you can select your value. You can go by the click on a forms. You can see here, if you want to be find next, click on a find next, it will only show your data. Either you can be created, either you can be preview it. Okay, this is called as a forms. Okay, where you'll get this, you'll get in a quick access toolbar. In a more commands, you'll get the options over here. Okay, and to click on all commands. That I think you have clear. Either you can click on a customized ribbon, you can activate in an individual group or individual tab you can be created, or either you can go by the quick access toolbar. Easy way, that is an instead of activating in a ribbon, instead you can activate in a quick access toolbar. And add-ons we have in add-ons, I need to explain about the Power BI, and I need to explain about the Power View, Power Pivot, Power Map, Power add-ins. Those I will explain you by the next class. It has a huge concept. I'll explain you by the Monday. Okay. Next, Trust Center, it will show you the some Microsoft Trust concepts. We don't want that. We just close it. I think we have completed the options button. Regarding this, you have any doubts about the forms, pixels, how to activate this, how to select the data? Do you have any doubts about it? You can chat, you can write the doubts by the chat box. About the options, savings, templates, pixels, and forms. You have any doubt with it? Anyone have a doubt with this? If you don't want this group, you can right click on it, click on customize ribbon. If you don't want, you can be ungroup, select it, click on remove, click on the remove group, click on OK. You can be unhide it as it is. If you don't want this for quick access toolbar, what you have assigned as pixels and forms, you can go by the more commands. Whichever you don't want, select it, click on a remove. That's it. It will be hidden. If you want to get back of it, go by the customize ribbon bar. You can be activated. Like this, we have a different kind of concepts. We'll discuss over in the when we are going to do the overview and other concepts. When we are discussing, we'll just discuss this concept. Okay. Regarding this, is that anyone have a doubts? Chandu, Bhumika, Abhinav, Rehman, Kiran, Mohammad, Monica, Nihal. Does anyone have a doubt? No doubt. Other, other, anyone have a doubt with the speech cells and sorry. Other, anyone have a doubt with this? So we have completed. Thank you, Kiran. So we have completed Excel options, advanced setting, customize ribbon, template usage, and create and reuse. And let me go by the charts. Give me a minute. Okay. So this speedometer chart will discuss by the next class. Okay, it will take a minimum of an hour. So you can see I have given us some formulas to extract the data. So we need to first align the data and we need to create this shapes and we need to create a pivot table. We need to assign the data. It will take us little bit long time. So first of all, we'll go by the other charts. Okay. Which are things we need to explain today. There is an waterfall chart, uh, scatter chart we need to explain. Okay. Okay. Waterfall chart. We know that what chart we have already discussed, but waterfall chart I didn't explain that briefly, so I'm going to be explain again chart. So we know that we have a n number of different kind of charts. That's an line, pie, bar, area, x-axis, y-axis chart, and stock, surface, radar, sunburst, histogram, a box, waterfall, combo. I have already told that. So if you want to select the particular chart, it need its own kind of data. For example, if you went with a waterfall chart, it must need an and negative marks. Without negative marks, that watermark chart it won't be presented. For that, have used that company of annual return data. There is an opening of data I have given, and the income I have given. So income or expenses. You just imagine some example I have given. So I want to be explain this data by the chart wise. So first of all, what I have assigned? I have assigned the column part. Okay, so I have converted in a table wise. How to convert this table? Just need to be selected. You can see we went with the insert tab. You can see that it has been already converted in a table format. You can see that. Okay. So now I need to be converted into the table. I just remove this waterfall chart. Just select the opening, closing, sorry, opening balance and the column. I went with the page level. So I went with the insert tab. In this chart, I'll just select the recommended chart. I click on all chart. Under the all chart, I'll select the waterfall. Select the example which is going to be shown. Click on OK. So you can see that with 15. 15 is nothing but minus value. That is a 74 is an adding. So 15 is a minus value. What I have a minus value is going to be explained by the, you can see the, so it is the negative mass. It's going to be explained by the different color. Okay. Then waterfall chart. What is a waterfall chart? It must should need a and sum of the value it should have a negative marks. So increase is in blue, decrease is in red, and total what is if you have presented a total it will present a gray color. Okay, or if you want to be change the value you can change in the x-axis and the y-axis. Go by the design tab, click on a switch or change the value. So automatically you can, but waterfall you can't be change the x-axis and the y-axis. Okay, this is a waterfall chart. What is a waterfall chart? Chart which used to display the version or any budgets you want to explain. You can go by the waterfall chart. Next, you have a combo. Just a second. Who's this? Next, we have to explain the scatter chart. Okay, I didn't mention. Just I'll explain you how to use the scatter chart. Scatter is nothing but x and y axis scatter. So here have given x axis in salary and y axis in car price have given. Okay. So for this, I'll select the data, or you can see that I have given one more kind of data. It has a periodic and calendar value have given, or for better you can go by this. Is an x-axis y-axis data. I just go by the insert recommended chart. I'll go by the all chart. Under you have a scatter, that's x y x and y chart. Under that you have a dotted, or you want a line with a dotted, that is a zigzag ways or line kind of, or only the zigzag without a dot, or a dot with a normal, or you want a bullet style, bullet with a dot, dotted with a 3D kind. Whichever you want be, you can be selected. I'll just select any one of it. I'll click on OK. Sorry. Just come to the right towards. I select the x and y axis data. I'll go by the insert tab. Both the side I have a value. You can see that. I'll go by the insert. I'll go by the scatter chart. That is an x and y axis or bubble. So you can select which method you want. 3D, it's an only showing the x axis, not going to be show the y axis. If you want to be add a both, you can be add both. Okay, you can see, or you can be change the different style also. So this is called as a scatter chart. Scatter also called as an x and y axis chart. Okay. Rather than this, we have a combo. Combo is nothing but both an column chart and the line chart. What is this? What is an combo chart? Combo chart is nothing but both you'll be having line and both you'll be having an column. Okay, I'll go by the insert, I'll go by the chart, I'll go by the recommended chart. Under that all chart, I can go by the combo. If I selected, you can see only one column data have. Just a second, something wrong with this. Combo, yes, you can see here. Combo with only cluster you cannot be selected. Cluster column chart or circuit area chart, whichever you want be, you can be selected. In this, if you don't want that x-axis should be in a column, y-axis in a row, you can be change the path also. You can be changed where you can go by the insert. You can select the recommended chart. Under that, you can see that it's going to be say rainy days. It's going to be shown by the cluster column. If you don't want, you want in a stacked column, you can be changed it. You don't want a line profit in a kind form of what is that line chart. You want in the area, you can select the area surface. Okay, click on OK. That table instead of line chart, you can get a surface. It's a two column charts will call. Okay, that is an then we are going to be discussed with the pie charts. Okay, this is a second. Take a 2 minutes of break. Okay, we'll continue. As of we have seen that charts, different kind of charts. But one second, I'll add a new sheet. Okay, here I'm going to be show different kind of chart. If you want to be explained like an any by the meters, if you want to be explain any data. Okay, for example, actual. Cost or actual value by meter. I'll just write value by meter. For example, if I given a meter of 90 or 20, if I given a meter, the meter value has to be raised. Okay, if I given a meter value of 0, it has to be it has to be assigned to value. So if the value has to be changed, for example, actual or maximum value, I'll write maximum value, I'll write 50. On this, I'll write the chart, I'll select it, I'll go by the column chart. Under the column chart, I select the normal column chart. I'll just sync the size. See, if I change the value of into the meter of 50, it's going to be changed. Meter of 50, it's going to be changed value as it is. So when I'm going to be change the value of meter, it has to be rise, it has to be dull. For example, right now, I'll rise over here. First, I will make a background. I'll remove this background, all the things. If I want to be present any data by the meter voice, you can follow this method. I just unblock all the things, unblock all the elements. I don't want grid lines. I don't want any kind of legend access. I don't want anything. I select the first value. I'll select this. I will give a no border, no filling, fill shapes, no fill shape, outfill also, no fill out, no fill out also. I'll select this one. I'll go by the fill area. I'll select the series of fill with 100%. Fill by the 100%, only the 100. I'll just click on a shift 10. See, it's going to be changed. I just give up, I'll just go fill of this word. I'll go by the format. I'll fill this color by the red or gray. So once if I click on a 100, it should reduce the quantity. So I should give the minimum value till where? Till 100. I'll just give a value of 100. So if you want to give a 100 value, you need to go by the format under the fill or a double tap on it. Gap width 100 and like 1 second. Size. A second. Okay. I'll discuss this concept by the next class. Okay. This column chart, if I want to be explained by the meter wise, you can go with this, but I'll explain this by the next class. Okay, don't mind. Is there that regarding this charts, is that anyone have a doubts? Except chart, you have any doubts? I'll explain this speedometer chart at the next class. Okay. Regarding except this, is that anyone have a doubts? Or wait a few seconds, I'll take attendance. Okay, sorry for this. I'll just continue this concept by the next class. Thank you. See you on by the next Monday. So next Monday, I'll just complete this chart concept. I'll explain about the pivot table, that is I'll join in the two data into the one pivot table, two different table into the one table. We'll discuss this by the next class. Okay. Till that, have a nice day. Bye bye. Just practice this concept. Okay. Thank you.